Junior, but back at the head of this race. Karpushin slots into P1 still. Gonzalez does run it wide. He was in second, but that's going to allow Borg through. That's going to allow Singapore through, and nearly Ramadhipa through as well. One mistake, 2 positions lost, showing how close this battle is.
Mistakes are costly in this class, especially in this battle when you've got the top 10 separated by less than a second, with Da Costa at the back of this field. The perfect viewing point, really, for Da Costa to enjoy what's going on in front of him. Of course, he'll want to get involved as well. Kano up to P12. Karpushin now leads from Singapore, while Borg is in P3. David Gonzalez running in P4.
Yeah, running in P4 for the time being, but the number 11, I don't think his podium hunt is done just yet. Is Singapore about to take the race lead? Yes, he is. The 85 hits the front, or is it going to be David Gonzalez? They're side by side at turns 13. Who's going to get the better drive? It is going to be Singapore who leads the way from David Gonzalez. Borg remains in second, or does he? As Yaroslav Karpushin looks up the inside towards turn 1. They're free wide yet again. How close do you like it? Karpushin does claim P3.
Yeah, Karpushin on the move back into the podium places. Gonzalez in second. Borg on the move. A late lunge on Karpushin from Borg to move back into the podium places. A stunning move from the number 23.
Monoyane there suffering issues at the final corner. A massive shame for him. Hopefully he can get that bike out of the gravel trap. He was running on the cusps of the points, and that was confirmation. The time screen is now of the crash. 45 gone down, turn 13. Rider okay. Onto the back straight though, we do go yet again. Singapore is somewhat building the margin area. He's heading over to the right-hand side of the circuit to try and bridge a gap. Here's Carlos Cano, P11 for him. Is a P10 on the cards? Is it too far back? Let's wait and find out. I mean, he's came all the way from P28.
It's been an incredible recovery ride from Cano. He's 3.7 seconds behind Tinez in P10, running around 0.6 a lap quicker on the best laps anyway. It's unlikely you would think that he can get into the top 10, but you never know.
Pugliese as well into this race as the championship leader. He was P21, now what looks to be P20 out on circuit, but still not the positions he would want to be in. Now launches yet another move on the monolau rider, so that's Nicholas dropping yet another position. Next up for him is Filip Sorowiak to make up a move inside the top 19 places. Already job done on himself, past Filip Sorowiak now. So Pugliese, his job is not done yet either.
No, Pugliese is around 5 seconds from the point, or 4 seconds. That's going to be very difficult to make up with just 3 laps to go. Sorry. Just to note, Travis Borg in P5 has been given a track limits warning, so something to keep an eye out on.
It looked like as well, just going through turns 1 there, David Gonzalez has just moved into the race lead. Now here is Pugliese, as we were mentioning a few moments ago. He's continuing his running towards the point. Obviously a massive race in the championship, a big championship swing as well. There is the likes of Leonardo Zani, who's sitting P8, and well, there's confirmation of David Gonzalez in the race lead. But for how long? Because Singapore, Ramadhipa and Karpushin all wanted to move him back some places.
Everyone looking to challenge Gonzalez. It's a lead group of 6 or so now. The Mimovan guys look like they were losing out, as Singapore up the inside at turn 6 takes the lead of the race once again.
Hats off there, only 1 position gained. Only 1 position lost actually from the number 11 after all of that scrapping. Ogiwara as well is also involved in this fight too, as well. Karpushin looks up the inside of Ramadhipa, nearly contact between the 2 of them. Luckily both of them stay on 2 wheels. Very awareness heavy from them. Towards turn 9 though, and then we build up towards turn 10. And I think we're getting to the start of the race where things are going to get very dicey, especially towards turns 13 in a few moments.
We are with 2 laps to go, or a lap and a few corners to go. It's now or never. Cano, as you can see, is closing in on this lead group. He's still around 2.6 seconds behind. It's going to be a lot to make up on that last lap. You would think P11 will probably be the best Cano can do as we head into turn 13, and it's still Singapore who leads from Gonzalez.
Still at the moment, it's Singapore who leads the way. How is turn 1 going to change things? This is the final lap of action, the final lap of race 2, and the Moto3 Junior World Champions weekend here at Jerez. The Mimovan guys have to get a move on in a few corners time if they want any hope of scoring a podium place. Gonzalez, though, meanwhile, hits the front.
Gonzalez has hit the front ahead of Singapore. It looks like him and Singapore and Karpushin are just trying to build out a bit of a gap over Ramadhipa, but we know that's going to come down between turns 5 and 6 on the long run into the Danny Pedrosa corner.
A tense pit box for the Aspar guys and girls down there in pit lane. Now we head on to the back straight for the final time of asking who's going to come out on top after turn 6. Moves will be made here, that is a guarantee. Gonzalez enters it as the leader. Singapore looks up the inside, Karpushin on the outside, and the Mamova rider Plank has gone down and taken out Ramadhipa with him.
That's, yeah, very costly, obviously, for Ramadhipa and Plank. Ramadhipa gets the bike restarted and looks to rejoin the race. Whether he'll be able to score points or not remains to be seen, but it looked like Plank was out of the race. There's Karpushin on the inside of the number 97 for P2. That's brave. He's wide, and it's Gonzalez who now leads from Karpushin.
Okay, Wire, it looked like he was nearly about to do some motocross, and he did well to stay on board that one. Now it's Gonzalez who leads the way. 2 corners remain after this one. Turns 12 and turns 13. Jorge Lorenzo corner. Who's going to come out on top? David Gonzalez enters as the leader. He goes defensive on the entry. Travis Borg looking for it. He runs wide, and now it's Karpushin into the race lead. Now he's going to use the slipstream all the way on the run to the line. Number 17 looks to be taking victory from David Gonzalez. Third place does go the way of Travis Borg. The Aspar team absolutely delighted.
A great result for Karpushin after an incredible race, but yeah, mixed emotions obviously for CF Moto Aspar given what happened to Cano and Pugliese, but a first win for Karpushin this season.
His weekend continues to get better and better. Number 17 does take P1, and that is victory here at Jerez. David Gonzalez, a high five, a handshake for him, and well, to say that race win means a lot to him might be an understatement, because he is celebrating and a half on this cool down lap. And well, it's called cool down lap by name, but it will be literally here today. It is absolutely scorching here at Jerez, but Karpushin, that hasn't bothered him one bit. He took victory over David Gonzalez. 69,000th of a second was the official winning margin, with Travis Borg in third. Another podium for Travis Borg this season, but look at that progression. 19th on the grid. Did say look out for him. He's shown the pace in race 1 before a silly mistake on the final lap. And well, for David Gonzalez, he's went and changed that all around here on Sunday afternoon. I think Borg's wanting a little handshake with Karpushin, because that was an almighty fight. We've seen some big names crash out there, including, as we said, Carlos Cano and Pugliese. There is Pugliese. For him, not the race he was expecting, narrowly missing out on the point scoring position. So P16 for himself, worked his way for P30 on the lap 2, but wasn't quite able to reclaim a point score here at Jerez. It's going to be a day of what could have been, especially for Carlos Cano as well. I'm sure there'll be some apologies, some handshakes, and moving on with their heads held high into the next round of the season. P9 in the finish up for Cano. Past Parc Ferme, he does go towards the garage, but back down in Parc Ferme now. You can see how delighted Yaroslav Karpushin is before he can actually have a proper celebration with his team. He needs to get all the checks done, check weight, make sure everything is good to go. Then celebrations well and truly begin here at Jerez. First up, all done with that though, is David Gonzalez. The AC Racing team giving something to cheer about after Fernando Bajosa did crash out quite early on as well. He looked frustrated to say the least, so I'm unsure if it was all his own doing, soon, but nonetheless, he'll look to bounce back at the next round of the season. Next up though, Yaroslav Karpushin. I think it's going to be a crazy podium, this one. Obviously the weekend now coming to a close for the FIM Moto3 Junior World Championship. The team absolutely delighted with that one. Sure, it was an up and down at the other side of the box, but this moment all belongs to the number 17. All the hard work, all the pressure, all the near misses, all the near podiums lead up to this moment. P1 at the end of the season. Here's Travis Borg though, yet another podium to add to his name in 2026. A great job for him, to say the very least. His handshakes all round. And we have a look down here. A great overtake of the speed turn 6 and then an incident behind. And well, I'm just getting that all wrong, getting bunched up behind. And suddenly nowhere to go. He did crash out. Took Ramadhipa with him. Then here at the final corner, this was the race winning overtake. Gonzalez